Good morning. I got 3 items today. The first one will be copies of my letter, my email to Swiss members of parliament on behalf of 72 members of parliament of Pakatan Harapan. There's a DAP, PKR, Amanah, and Bersatu. I've spoken to Aziza, spoken to Mujahid and Muhyiddin, and to ask the Swiss Parliament, members of Parliament, to support the motion, which will surface on Tuesday, tomorrow, with regard to the repatriation of some 400 million worth of 1 MDB related funds to Malaysia, instead of going into the treasury of Switzerland. I have some copies of this. I don't have it. At least enough. Can you make copies later?
Okay, later.
It's to different MPs. Second item is on IGP Fuzi. For the past 5 days, informed and concerned Malaysians must have felt very uneasy and uncomfortable, as if a bone is stuck in the throat with is IGP Fuzi Harun's ridiculous statement that there is nothing to link Jolo with 1MDB. I challenge Fuzi to quote chapter and verse from the Public Accounts Committee report on 1MDB, submitted to Parliament in April 2016, which states that there is nothing to link Jolo with 1MDB, or that Najib had not committed any crime in the 1MDB scandal. This is because Fuzi had used the PAC report to reinforce his contention that there is nothing to link Jolo with 1MDB. And the PAC report has been used by those in power to cover a multitude of sins in the world's worst kleptocracy, claiming that the PM had not committed any crime in the 1MDB scandal. I stand corrected, and of Tony is here, but as far as I can remember, there is no mention of Jolo whatsoever in the PAC report. Just compare the PAC report with the 251-page, 958-paragraph US DoJ kleptocratic litigation under the US Kleptocratic Assets Recovery Initiative on the $4.5 billion 1MD funds stolen and money laundered in various countries, including the US, UK, Switzerland, and Singapore, which is studded with references to Jolo all over the litigation. Such a comparison will highlight why the PAC report is a faulty document. The whole world knows about the linkage between Jolo and 1MDB. In fact, we can state without fear of contradiction that without Jolo, there is no 1MDB. The best person to know and testify to this will be the Prime Minister himself. All it needs for IGP Fuzi to do and resolve this vexed question is to meet Najib and to ask him whether Jolo had links with 1MDB. Has Fuzi or the police asked Najib this simple question? And if not, why not? The very fact that the PAC report on the 1MDB has no mention about Jolo is an indictment on the comprehensiveness, veracity, and accuracy of the PAC inquiry into the 1MDB, and why there is a need for the PAC to rectify this major defect and hold a comprehensive inquiry into Jolo's role in the 1MDB scandal. Would the PAC conduct such an inquiry? One question I want to specifically ask Fuzi is whether he had read the US DoJ's kleptocratic litigation proceedings. Does it need to be pointed out that the relevant parts of the 251-page US DoJ kleptocratic litigation proceedings, where Jolo was specifically mentioned as the mastermind in the international conspiracy in the 5 years from 2009 to 2014, where billions of US dollars were fraudulently diverted from 1MDB to various means, including by defrauding foreign banks and by money laundering the proceeds of the criminal conduct, including in and through US financial institutions. Is Fuzi unaware that 2 Wall Street journalists will release their book on Jolo and 1MDB in September with the title Billion Dollar Whale, The Man Who Fooled Wall Street, Hollywood and the World. Surely Fuzi is aware of the book publisher's note on Amazon.com, promising that the book will be an epic true tale of hubris and greed, revealing how a young social climber pulled off one of the biggest financial heists in history, right under the nose of the global financial industry, exposing the shocking secret nexus of elite wealth, banking, Hollywood and politics. Or has the denial complex that there is nothing to link Jolo with the 1MDB scandal become a required position for all the top holders of public office in Malaysia, whether the police, AG's chambers, the Malaysian Anti-Corruption Commission, Bank Negara, Judiciary, and even the Parliament Speaker? So this is the PAC report, and this is the DoJ litigation. Nothing here, whereas in the US DoJ litigation proceedings, Jolo is all over the place, all over the pages. And so that is the problem that we face today. And before I go to my third subject, Tony will comment on the matter.
Okay, saya ada kenyataan, tapi saya tak baca. Hanya dua perkara saya nak tegaskan di sini. Tiga perkara. Nombor satu, PAC report ni sekarang diambil sebagai bukti oleh pihak menteri, ahli-ahli parlimen BN, agensi kerajaan seperti JASA dan juga ketua polis negara bahawa 1MDB tak buat salah, bahawa Jolo tak buat salah, bahawa Najib tak buat salah. Okay. Saya nak sebut di sini itu kesemuanya merupakan dakwaan palsu sebab dalam laporan ni nombor satu jelas menunjukkan banyak kesalahan dan kelemahan dalam pengurusan 1MDB. Sudah ada. Sebab itu antara show yang telah pun dibuat oleh PAC adalah supaya bekas CEO dan juga pengurusan yang terlibat disiasat oleh pihak polis. Kalau tak ada salah, kenapa kita minta supaya Syarul Hamid disiasat oleh polis? Memang ada unsur-unsur dan bukti-bukti kelemahan dan kesalahan. Itu nombor satu. Nombor dua, laporan ini memang tak sempurna. Maksudnya kita ada siasat 1MDB tapi tak siasat habis. Kenapa tak siasat habis? Sebab pengurusi yang telah pun dilantik oleh Datuk Seri Najib Razak melalui Parlimen, okay, Datuk Hassan Arifin telah pun menolak segala usaha untuk memanggil Jolo untuk disiasat. Kita masih ingat sebelum pengurusi baru dilantik, dulu pengurusi Datuk Nur Jazlan, kita PAC dah setuju untuk panggil Jolo. Kita minta supaya Kementerian Kewangan cari Jolo, bawa ke PAC untuk jawab soalan-soalan yang tertimbul. Tapi bila Datuk Hassan Arifin dilantik, permintaan tersebut ditolak bersama dengan ahli-ahli parlimen BN. So bukan kita tak nak siasat, kita nak siasat. Saya minta supaya Jolo disiasat, tapi PAC tak nak siasat sebab pengurusi baru tolak. Nak sembunyikan, nak melindungi Jolo. So segala penemuan yang ada dalam PAC report ini tidak melibatkan sebarang sesiasatan ke atas Jolo. Kalau tak siasat Jolo, mana boleh laporan ini kata Jolo tak salah? Sama dengan Najib. Kita tak boleh panggil Najib, Perdana Menteri, untuk soal jawab dalam PAC sebab ditolak oleh ahli-ahli parlimen BN. Kalau tak siasat Najib, macam mana kita boleh kata Najib tak salah? Itu nombor satu. Nombor dua, adakah Jolo langsung tak berkaitan dengan 1MDB? Okay. PAC telah pun menerima 2 surat daripada Bank Negara. Perkara ini telah pun dibangkitkan pada tahun 2016. Surat pertama yang dibangkitkan, dikemukakan dalam PAC pada 4 hari bulan April. Saya masih ingat tarikh lagi, 4 hari bulan April. Bank Negara mengesahkan bahawa 1MDB telah pun menghantar sebanyak 1.03 bilion ringgit. Bukan ringgit, maaf, dolar. dolar Amerika Syarikat, 1.03 dolar Amerika Syarikat kepada sebuah syarikat yang bernama Good Star Limited. 1MDB kata syarikat ini dimiliki oleh Petro Saudi ataupun rakan kerja partner kepada 1MDB. Tapi Bank Negara kata syarikat ini tidak dimiliki oleh Petro Saudi, malah ia dimiliki oleh seorang individu yang tidak berkaitan dengan 1MDB, dengan Petro Saudi. Dengan Petro Saudi. Dan dalam laporan ini sepatutnya ada perangan yang menyebut penemuan Bank Negara bahawa Good Star Limited tidak dimiliki oleh Petro Saudi tetapi dimiliki oleh seorang individu. Okay? Tapi sebelum laporan ini yang telah pun dimuktamadkan oleh ahli-ahli PAC, ia diubah suaikan oleh pengurusi sendiri tanpa sebarang consultation dengan pihak PAC. Perangan tersebut dipadamkan. Okay? He deleted unilaterally without permission against all parliamentary conventions. Okay? Deleted the line where Bank Negara said that this Good Star Limited is not owned by Petro Saudi but by an individual. PAC ada minta supaya Bank Negara memberikan pencerahan tentang individu tersebut. Dan pada 6 hari bulan April, Bank Negara ada tulis lagi kepada PAC dan menamakan Jolo sebagai pemilik kepada syarikat Good Star Limited yang menerima $1 bilion tu. So maksudnya 1MDB telah pun menghantar secara langsung $1 bilion jumlahnya ke dalam syarikat Good Star Limited yang dimiliki oleh Jolo. Tak ada kaitan ke? Perkara-perkara ini senang sahaja untuk disahkan oleh pihak polis. Adakah pihak polis sudah membuat soal jawab dengan pihak Bank Negara? Bank Negara suka kata ini syarikat Jolo, wang masuk akaun syarikat Jolo. Adakah Bank Negara telah pun mengesahkan perkara ini dengan bank-bank yang berkaitan? Dokumen semua ada. Kenapa pihak polis sampai hari ini masih boleh kata bahawa Jolo tak ada kaitan dengan 1MDB? Ini merupakan satu penipuan yang cukup besar daripada pihak polis dan pihak polis mesti jawab kerana beliau bertanggungjawab untuk mencari dan mendakwa pihak-pihak yang telah pun merompak daripada rakyat Malaysia.
Okey, perkara ketiga, minggu ini minggu yang tidak baik untuk Najib dan kerajaan. Tempo pesiar rasuah 1MDB. Ada sebut bahawa dalam 10 negara investigators have contradicted the Najib's position that there is no 1MDB macam itu. Tapi Sabah mau utarakan di sini ialah I want the Prime Minister Najib to declare whether he is going to sue the economist who has called him a thief, pencuri, and the CBC, where the Rachel Meadows show 2 days ago, which also very clearly stated that the Prime Minister Najib is a thief. So the economists calling him a thief over the elections to come, and you have a MNCBC US television channel calling him a thief over 1MDB. This is within a period of 1 week. This is an enormous shame for Malaysia, because how can Malaysians have a Prime Minister who is openly called a thief by international media? So I think we'll await a reply from the Prime Minister. The statement by the warning from the Deputy Minister for Communications and Multimedia, warning economists, the New York Times, the CNN, CNBC, and all that, is only a camouflage. It is part of a fake anti-fake news campaign. Fake anti-fake news campaign. And the Azalina Committee on Fake News is part of this campaign, because elections is around the corner, and they are going to use fake news in order to cheat in the next elections. And the fake news that they are promoting will be the 1MDB scandal is non-existent, a non-issue. Anybody who talks about 1MDB is guilty of promoting fake news. And I won't be surprised that when elections are held, anybody who mentioned 1MDB will have committed a crime if Azalina's committee on fake news is allowed to introduce so-called fake news legislation. Okay?
Ya, 8 buah negara asing tengah menyiasat rasuah berhubung 1MDB dan Jolo. Orang dihantar penjara, denda